Good morning. So, once again, the Red Sox are not dead yet. So I'm going to keep reverse jinxing them into the playoffs and say that they are indeed dead, and hopefully they will prove me wrong. But yeah, no, the Red Sox back to 500. I know Tom will be happy because Tom, who comes in here to work part-time, one of my buddies, he bet the Red Sox would win 80 games, and so cash that bet. That's great. It's a Thursday coming at you. Thursday Night Football, Jets, Pats tonight. And hey, Tom, speaking of, will be at the game, being the ambassador for Double Play. I gave him a bunch of stickers. He bought some cards. He made some repacks of Jets and Patriots players. And then I gave him a Bowman U blaster to open some packs, get some content, spread the word about Double Play. As you can see, there's a hoodie in the background, strategically placed and folded nicely. You can buy those on the website. You can buy them here in the shop. Yeah, Sox, just being the Red Sox. And every time I watch a Mookie Betts highlight, I get sad because we could still have him, first ballot Hall of Famer, unanimous, just a stud. I'm going to go in a bit of a different direction with the show today. I'm going to talk about my strategy, business-wise, cards-wise, something that I know a lot of people come to me, and I won't say who, and they're like, oh, why are you going to give that away or this and that? And don't, give away your secret sauce. Here's the thing. At the moment, there's like 20 people watching the show every day, which is awesome. Like, I'm stoked on that number. But even if there was thousands or millions, like The Rock would say, the millions and millions of The Rock's fans tuning in, even if there was that many people, here is the thing. Okay. Oh, we're not open yet. Sorry. Distracted. Here's the thing. If I give you the whole blueprint, 99.9% of you are not going to do it. You just won't. You'll tell me why it won't work. You'll tell me why it would work. You'll tell me why I would do that, but this and that, and none of you will do it, which is why I'm fine giving away the sauce, because you're not listening, or even if you are, you're not gonna do it. And if you did, great, fantastic. I'm so confident in my abilities to grow this business that I don't mind giving it away. This is just how it works. And this is similar to me saying, I think it was yesterday's show or the day before, talking about, can you really get a Gem 10 out of a dollar table card? The short answer is no. The longer answer is, sometimes you can. Has it happened before? Yeah. Will it happen again? Yeah. Is it a good strategy to build a business on? Absolutely not. But you can flip dollar cards into $4 and $5 cards. What I really want to talk about here is the content play you need to be doing as a business owner and a shop owner. And I'm very surprised that my competition is not doing it. Now, I'm not totally surprised because my whole background is film degree, media studies, communications, video editing. I'm a very fast video editor. I shoot. This is the easiest thing I make every week, every day, is just film the show, record the audio, do a little boost in post, fix the audio a bit, and upload. Nothing to it. I built the graphics in Photoshop, and I realize a lot of people don't have these skills. But look, you're good at business. Hire somebody to do this for you. It's not that difficult. The more difficult thing is you showing up and talking about things you know about and committing the time every day to make content. So first pillar of this is make content. I see so many business owners not doing it and overpaying for advertising to audiences that they don't need to reach. They're already reaching. So I just, people just really need to make videos, make photos, write, I don't know, do a newsletter. You got to do some content. I mean, in 2024, you basically have to be an influencer. You don't have to be cringy and all that, but you need to make content, because whatever you do, and this is from Gary Vee, whatever you do, you are a media company, comma, whatever you are. So I am a media company, comma, shop owner, or comma, double play. I can make more money, and I will, talking about the stories and crafting great videos around the stories behind cards than I'll ever make chasing the big cards. So newsflash to everyone, I'm not in the business of chasing big cards. I don't do that. Not a winning proposition. If you have a lot of money already, like millions of dollars, then hey, yeah, maybe that's something you can do. You can buy a card for $250,000 and sell it for $500,000. Or like the claim that Jeff Wilson made was that he bought a $100,000 card and sold it for $244,000, which got debunked. That was a whole thing. He just saw another card had sold, the similar card had sold for $244,000. He just wasn't very forthright about it. Anyway, this is besides the point. That's the kind of stuff where you can make money. You can make a really hot piece of content about, explain to me the story behind the 52 mantle. Now, I have a really cool ceramic version of the 52 mantle. It's not real, but this is the card that everybody wants, like the real card. That version is the very expensive, pricey. It's popular, and I could tell a whole story about why it's important and why it's really cool, and I could make more money telling a great story about this card than chasing this card and spending thousands of dollars to get one raw or graded, what have you. So, I mean, that's my strategy. This is a content machine, and it's slowly building. And the reason that I have my YouTube up here is because I want to show you that you got to start somewhere. And I've had my channel. This channel has been around for like at least 10 years, but I've really been working on it every single day for like a month or so. And I think I've reached over 300 videos, but in the past, 2 weeks, I haven't missed one video. And so I went from making $3.50 2 weeks ago to $10.52, almost 11. So that's my next goal, 11. So I'm telling you, if you can get monetized, and I'm going to tell you how to do that too. If you can get monetized, you're going to be, whatever business you do, but if it's specifically cards, this is how you make the money. So how you get monetized, first of all, is you have one video, do crazy numbers, and get you crazy subscribers. That video for me was when I got to film with Nipsey Hussle a bunch of years ago. I think it was 2012. And I put that video up on during the pandemic, 2020, I think. And that video in the first 4 or 5 weeks got over 100,000 views. And I got 1,000 subscribers within the same amount of time, 3-4 weeks. That video put me into the monetization, level. And it's easier to get monetized now. You can look at Earn, and I think I can see it in here. That's all set up. Memberships. So mine's already set up, so I guess you can't see it in here. But there's a little bar, and it will show you. It would show you in there how many hours you need of view time and how many subscribers. And now I think you only need 500 subs and 3,500 hours watched. Very attainable. So you just have to make one video that gets you there. And again, it could be a video about this 52 mantle. I could use, photos from the internet. I could use B-roll of this ceramic version of the card. I can tell a great story. I can use ChatGPT to help me tell the story, and I verify the facts because I'm good at using the internet and researching, right? So the fact that everybody's thinking content second doesn't make sense to me. That's not where the money's at. The money is in the content. And what you do during the day is the activity you film or capture with photos, whatever. Why do you think I had an intern come in during the summer to take photos with me and capture clips? So I can become the subject matter expert on my topic, which is running a shop, running a retail store. Didn't say I was the expert in cards. Didn't say I was the expert in vintage cards and knowing the most. What I said is I'm trying to become the expert in running a retail hobby shop. So I'm taking the business approach. I'm not taking, I can memorize every card and know every variation. That's not the angle. Now you could take that angle. It's an impossible angle to take because there's forever going to be variations and different kinds of cards coming out, but you could do that. So with the first pillar being content, the second one, of course, which is almost a 1A, is you got to know how to run a successful business. You got to learn how to do it. So your business success will get you so far. You got to show up. It's an active, way of making income. Show up, I sell 10 of these, I'm good. If I sell less than 10, I'm not good. Money in, money out. How much are you spending on your new product? If you're just doing flips, that's going to be like a wild ride, up and down, just waves and waves. And you'll have success if you can figure out what the middle of all those waves are. And then what I'm getting at with that is find a consistent product to sell. That's number 3. So for us, even though the margin's not crazy, it's like the new cards. And then the other product is singles. We pay cash for cards, and people bring it in, and I explain to them, hey, I'm not going to give you the most money. I have to make money. But it's a very quick and easy transaction for them. They solve the problem of getting rid of all their cards. I buy them for whatever price and know that I can make 3x on the cards. At minimum, that's what I want to make. I tell people all the time, hey, maybe I'm not your buyer. If you want retail, you got to list it on eBay or you got to go do a show. Like you have to invest some money to make money. You can't just come in here and expect to get retail dollars and you haven't put any money into marketing your product. The only marketing you did was walk in and put the cards in the box down on the counter. So again, back to the pillars. The third one is, have a consistent product you can sell. A product you can sell consistently and know what the margin is. And then at some point, what's going to happen, and of course have merch, always have merch. I design my logo and that allows me I didn't have to pay as much. I can put the logo on shirts, hats, hoodies, pretty much everything. That's just part of the product, part of the third pillar. But what's going to happen is, doing content as pillar 1, running a successful retail business as 2, and from that, it's, having a product that you can consistently sell. Now, you can have a successful business, work really hard, and still not have a consistent product. Because, for example, one week I could be flipping records. The next week I could be flipping cards. The next week it's hats. Then it's shirts. There's a mix. I know how to hustle to make the money, but in a perfect world, I would like to just only sell mugs. Like, what if I could just sell mugs and make $1 million? Then I would just get the best mugs ever. I would market them great. And that's all I would sell, is just one product. And so in here, the product is like cards, but being in with a distributor, you get like hats and clothing and, tops, like the new cards. So those 3 things. Content, and I know content first doesn't ring a bell with people right away, but that's where we are. It's 2024. Like, I was on this bus in 2009. I was at a company explaining to them that they needed to hire me. I was fresh out of college, and they needed videos because if they didn't have videos, they were totally irrelevant. And I'm telling this to the executives at a multi-billion-dollar company when I'm in my 20s. And I convinced them enough to let me run the video department for marketing, for worldwide marketing in Silicon Valley for this company. And I created a department, and it did great. And now, if you don't have videos, you truly are irrelevant. So it's content. People that fight me on this, and they do, I'm just like, I don't understand. You're on your phone all the time. You're scrolling all the time. When are you going to become a producer and not a consumer? If you're in business. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with consuming. I scroll, everybody does. But if you're complaining that you're not doing as well, and I'm giving you this way to do it, stop complaining. There's a way. Just make videos, make content for the phone instead of only consuming. So you're a prosumer. You're a producer and a consumer. So it's content, successful retail, find a consistent product. Those are the three things you need. And at some point, the content is going to outpace the amount of items you could ever sell. Why do you think companies pay influencers so much money to market their product? Because they are in the business of selling that consistent product, like I said. If you're selling MacBooks, you get somebody like Marcus Brownlee, MKBHD, to review your products. You send him your products, he makes a video. Those eyeballs are more than you could ever get on your own website. Even if you're Apple. That's like a lot of good direct traffic. And, with me, with this shop, the plan is get as many eyeballs as possible on the YouTube videos. That's why I do card openings, card breaks. Going to be telling more stories. I'm moving into long form about cards, the stories behind cards, athletes. I'm going to be making, video about Cooper Flag. That's coming out soon. Video about, I had another cool one. Was it about the Red Sox? It's long form. I can't remember, but Cooper Flag, that's on deck. So, again, I know that's not everything. I don't have time to explain the entire strategy. There's more to it, but the main thing is find products you're good at selling and then film yourself selling them, doing all the things around it, like me just existing in the building in double play, talking about the cards. Like, what's better, just selling these cards or making a video that lives forever on the internet that talks about this card? And if you make the best video, you're going to get thousands, if not millions of views, which pays you residuals every single month. And as you can see, I may only be at $10.52 right now, but soon it'll be going up and up and up. And I'm just making this one very simple video every morning, this daily show, the Dave Show, and it's chunking along. So once I add different style videos like long form that are, more production, more narration, B-roll, that number is only going to go up. So I implore you, figure out a video you think can go viral. Just whatever you're most passionate about, make a video about that. And you really need to be making content as a business, because if not, you're going to fall by the wayside. I'm going to go past you. It's inevitable. It's just part of life now. You don't have a choice anymore. So I wanted to add that because I haven't done like a real business style like tips video. So if you do any kind of business, you got to stop fighting content, because now it's not, oh, that's like nice to have, I'd love to do it. It's a necessity. Mark my words. I said this in 2009, long time ago. That's how I got a job. That's how I've been doing film my whole life up until last year. So 16 years or so, 15, 16 years since college. And now I'm doing this shop, and a big pillar, a big part of it is the content, which is why I'm on here now. So those are my tips for the day. Red Sox, they're dead. Or are they? See y'all tomorrow. I'm going to have this coffee because I need to wake up. Peace.